शांति
हरि ओम सद्गुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम.
Okay, welcome all of you to this class. And today, as we know, we are in 12th chapter. Let us start with our Guru Vandana. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. We have an announcement that after 12th chapter is over, we would be starting 9th chapter. Why? Because this knowledge which Bhagavad Gita gives us is very secretive. Out of so many students, only few students get this knowledge. And Bhagavan also says, only those who are prepared, who are ready, they will only get this secretive knowledge. So, we will have, shall I mute you?
Sir, is there a competition or not?
Yeah, there will be a competition on 12th chapter. So be prepared. That's why Rama Madam is taking all the efforts to teach you every verse well. Okay? So please be attentive, try to participate and learn the meaning also. I have revised Bhakti Yoga several times. You know the ladder of Bhakti, what comes after other. And we will also start now how these people who do a lot of Bhakti, how they behave, how they walk, how they talk, how they eat, everything will be told in the next 7 verses. So we will go to the class now. We will move. I hope Rama Madam has joined. Okay. Till then, Utsav, आप 7th वर्ष ध्यान श्लोका का बोलेंगे और एक्सप्लेन करेंगे, ठीक है? Over to Utsav.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. So today I am going to chant Dhyan Shloka 7th verse. Shri Paramatmane Namaha Yatha Dhyanam Vishmadhyamajala Gandharani Yotpala Tailagravati Kripena Vani Karnena Velakula Ashwattama Vikarna Ghora Makara Duryodhanavarti Sotirna Karu Pandavairana Nadi Kaivartaka Keshava. The meaning of this verse is Bhishma, Drona were the two banks, Jayadratha was the water, Sakuni the king of Gandhara was the blue lotus, Saila was the crocodile, Kripa was the tide, Karna was the mighty wave, Ashwathama and Vikarna was the dangerous alligator, Duryodhana was the whirlpool. Pandavas crossed this river of water with Krishna as their headman.
Utsav, thank you.
Sir, Utsav said 6th verse, not 7th.
That's what I think he mistakenly did the 6th verse. No worries. 7th verse, we will do it next time. But 7th verse again, it talks about the Mahabharata. The Mahabharata has 1 lakh verses. Okay, and it is considered to be like the lotus. Parasharya Vacha means Parasharya's son. He is none other than Veda Vyasa, whose words are written in Mahabharata. And the essence of this lotus or the fragrance is Gita. Gita Artha Gandhot Katam. And as there are many stamens in a flower, there are Nana Thyanaka Kesara. Kesara means that small filaments or stamens in a flower, in the center of the flower. Harikatha. Katha means stories of Hari. Similarly, there are many stories of Lord Vishnu in this Mahabharata. Sambodhana Bodhitam. This is what is told to by none other than Krishna himself. We are talking about that. Loke Sajjana Shat Padai Raha Rahi pepiyamanam muda. So this is heard by all of the people, and this also destroys pepiyamanam muda, destroys the impurities in Kali Yuga. In today's, if you see the 4 Chatur Yuga, it is Kali Yuga. So whatever impurities are there, it will be dissolved by listening to Mahabharat Katha. Bhuyad Bharata Pankajam Kalimalaha Pradvam Sina Shreyase. So who this people who listen to it, they are like the bees who take the honey from the flower, and they are in complete bliss. They are joyous after drinking this honey, and one day after day they get the blessings, and they become the bestower of all the good by Lord. Shreyase. They get the Shreyas means here moksha. The ultimate goal is moksha. So Shreyas means moksha here. Okay. Maybe someone else will do the 7th verse next time. I will allot it. Who wants to do it?
Sir, can I do swastik?
Okay, Swastik, you can do it. Dhanashri also has raised the hand. Swastik, you have done in between one verse, no? We'll give to Dhanashri, okay? Dhanashri, I will write your name down. So today,
Okay, sir.
Akash will be chanting for us chapter 16, first 10 verses. We have done this chapter 16. It was a wonderful chapter on, do you know anyone what was 16 chapter title?
Daivasura Sampat Vibhagayo.
Very good.
Good deeds and bad deeds.
Very good. Very good. Who said that first? Daivi Asura Sampati Vibhagayo?
Aditi.
Atit, very good. Atit.
Aditi.
Oh, Aditi. Yes, yes. Good. So let us listen from Akash. Akash, go ahead.
हरि ओम् अथ षोडशोऽध्यायः दैवासुरसम्पद्विभागयोगः श्रीभगवानुवाच अभयं सत्त्वसंशुद्धिः ज्ञानयोगव्यवस्थितिः दमश्च यज्ञश्च स्वाध्यायस्तपार्जवम् अहिंसा सत्यमक्रोधः त्यागः शान्तिरपैशुनम् दया भूतेष्वलोलुप्त्वम् मार्दवम् हि श्रीरचापलम् तेजक्षामा धृतिक्षौ अद्रोहो नातिमानिता भवन्ति सम्पदं दैवीम् अभिजातस्य भारत दम्भो दर्पतिमानस्य क्रोधः पारुष्यमेव च अज्ञानं चाभिजातस्य पार्थसम्पदमासुरीं दैवी सम्पद्विमोक्षाय निबन्धायासुरीमता मा शुचः सम्पदं दैवीम् अभिजातोऽसि पाण्डव द्वौ भूतसर्गौ लोके दैव आसुर एव च दैवो विस्तरशः आसुरं पार्थ मे शृणु प्रवृत्तिं च निवृत्तिं च जना न विदुरासुरा न शौचं नापि चाचारः न सत्यं तेषु विद्यते असत्यम् अप्रतिष्ठं ते जगदाहुरनीश्वरम् अपरस्परसम्भूतं किमन्यत् कामहैतुकम् एतां दृष्टिमवष्टभ्य नष्टात्मानोऽल्पबुद्धयः प्रभवन्त्युग्रकर्माणः क्षयाय जगतो हिताः काममाश्रित्य दुष्पूरम् दम्भमानमदान्विताः मोहाद् गृहीत्वा सद्ग्राहान् प्रवर्तन्ते शुचिव्रताः हरि ओम्.
Thank you, Akash. And Akash, I really admire your talent. Both you can chant so well these Sanskrit words, as well as the new channel which you have opened as Indian temple with its importance, and Vishwesh being in South India near Chennai. So he is going to talk about Meenakshi Amman temple. I'll just open your
Yes.
yeah. Over to you, Vishwesh.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes.
Yes, sir. 1 minute. Yes, sir. Namaste, everyone. Today I'm going to talk about Meenakshi Amman temple. I visit it every year because it is the deity is called Bhadrakali Amman and Bhadrakali Amman and Rudratandavar. The two deities are my family deities. So I visit it every year. Meenakshi Amman temple, also known as Meenakshi Sundareshwar temple, is one of the oldest and most important temples in India. Located in the city of Madurai, the temple has a great mythological and historical significance. It is believed that Lord Shiva assumed the form of Sundareshwar, the handsome one, and married Parvati, Meenakshi, at the site that the temple is currently located. Renowned for its astonishing architecture, Meenakshi Amman temple was nominated as one of the wonders of the world, but couldn't make it into the list of 7 wonders of the world. However, the temple is definitely one of the wonders of India. It is also one of the main attractions of South India, with thousands of devotees thronging it every day. During the Tirukalyanam festival, which takes place over a period of 10 days, the temple attracts more than 1 million devotees. Despite many people visiting it every day, the temple is well maintained and was named the best Swachh iconic place, cleanest iconic place in India. According to a legend, Meenakshi emerged out of a yajna, sacred fire, as a 3-year-old girl. The yajna was performed by a king named Malayudvaja Pandya along with his wife Kanchana Malai. Since the royal couple had no child, the king offered his prayers to Lord Shiva, requesting him to grant them a son. But to their dismay, a triple-breasted girl emerged from the sacred fire. When Malayadvaja and his wife expressed their concern over the girl's abnormal appearance, a divine voice ordered them not to fret over the girl's physical appearance. They were also informed that the girl's third breast will disappear as soon as she meets her future husband. The relieved king named her Meenakshi, and in due course crowned her as his successor. Meenakshi ruled over the ancient city of Madurai and also went on to capture the neighboring kingdoms. Legend has it that she even captured Indralok, the abode of Lord Indra, and was on her way to capture Kailash, the abode of Lord Shiva as well. When Shiva appeared before her, Meenakshi's third breast disappeared and she knew that she had met her better half. Shiva and Meenakshi returned to Madurai where their wedding took place. It is said that the wedding was attended by all gods and goddesses. Since Parvati herself had assumed the form of Meenakshi, Lord Vishnu, Parvati's brother, handed her over to Lord Shiva. Even today, the wedding ceremony is celebrated every year as Chitrai Tiruvila, which is also known as Tirukalyanam, the grand wedding. History. The history of Meenakshi Amman temple dates back to the 1st century CE, with scholars claiming it to be as old as the city itself. It is said that Kulakeshkarar Pandya, a king who ruled over the Pandyan dynasty, built the temple as per the instructions given in his dream by Lord Shiva. A few religious texts that belong to the 1st to 4th century CE talk about the temple and describe it as the central structure of the city. Texts dating back to the early 6th century describe the temple as a place where scholars met to discuss important topics. The temple, as it stands today, however, was rebuilt throughout the 16th century as it was destroyed by the Muslim invaders. The temple also has a consecrated pond named Porthamarai Kulam. The term Porthamarai Kulam is a literal translation of pond with a golden lotus. The structure of a golden lotus is placed at the center of the pond. It is said that Lord Shiva blessed this pond and declared that no marine life would grow in it. In the Tamil folklore, the pond is believed to be an evaluator for reviewing the worth of any new literature. The temple has four main towering gateways, the gopurams, that look identical to each other. The 1,000-pillar hall in the temple is an architectural marvel. It has 995 pillars in total. Just outside this hall, towards the west, are the musical pillars. Each pillar, when struck, produces a different musical note. The temple has many deities other than 9 deities like Sudreshwarar, main god, Meenakshi Amman, main goddess, like Vibhuti Pralayar, meaning Lord Ganesha covered with sacred ash, and Mukranai Vinayagar, Saraswati, etc. These are the four images of Meenakshi Amman and Sudreshwarar. Thank you. Sir, you are muted.
Sir, you're muted.
Sir, you are muted.
Sorry. Thank you very much, Vishwesh. It was excellent. One day, maybe I will visit, or maybe many of us will visit to Madurai and see this temple by our own way. And all this what you told today, we will happen to see it and hope we will visit it soon. What I request to kids is, those who have gone to nearby temple, very ancient one, please come up and say such 5 to 4 minutes of presentation. So every class, we want to take one temple. I have given Aloki a temple in Pune where there is something related to Ganapati, Ashtavinayaka. Okay, that temple she will explain next time.
It's the temple of Maurya Gosavi.
Yes. So similarly, Roshan will explain again. Roshan is there today, I don't know, but he would like to explain Sri Kalahasti once again. Same way, those who are in different parts like Mahadev in Kannur, he can explain about. There is one lake temple, Mahadev. Do you know there is a lake temple in Kasargod?
Yes,
Is it
sir.
a temple on a lake or is it a temple in a lake?
It is in the lake.
In
the lake. It is in the lake.
Oh.
Surrounded by all sides of water, and that temple, they say there is a connection. Kasargod is in the north part of Kerala, almost some 1,000 kilometers away from south. And there is Padmanabhan
Sir,
temple.
it is Anantapura Lake Temple, no, sir?
Correct, correct. Who is that? Sanjana.
No, sir, Dhanashri.
Dhanashri.
Is it in Kannur?
Sir, can I say Dakshineshwar temple?
Yeah, please message me separately so I can give one after other. You can mention about the temples. Okay.
Sir, is it in Kannur?
In Kasargod.
Sir, I think I visited it.
Okay. So one of you should take that temple. One of you can take Padmanabhan temple in Trivandrum. Okay. So many temples we'll discuss. So we'll bring out the importance of such temples. As today, Meenakshi Amman temple was so beautifully brought out by our Vishwesh. Let us move to the chanting part. As you know, madam, you're familiar with Ramaji, and she is professor of Sanskrit, teaching from almost 3 to 4 decades how to chant to many children all over Karnataka, and even she has reached to Varanasi and many other places. So let us once again revise few more verses from 12th chapter. After that, we will take a story from Pragnya and maybe 1 or 2 verses today. Okay?
Hari Om, Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. So let me make a correction. I am not a professor of Sanskrit. I have been studying Sanskrit past many years. That's all. Okay. Let us start. Good evening to you all, children. Let us start 12th chapter, Bhakti Yoga. So last session we learnt about 5 shlokas, 1 to 5. Today we will be learning from shloka number 6 to 10. So now I will call out few names. They can chant the 1 to 5 shlokas. Dhimahi.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Can you read the first shloka? Chant the first shloka.
Okay, ma'am.
You will do it?
Ma'am, can I do 1 to 5, Aditi?
Aditi, I will give you a different one.
Okay.
Okay, last week also you chanted the same.
Ma'am, can I
Ma'am, can I do the first
Ma'am, can I
shloka?
Vishnu?
No,
Wait,
let us start with Dhimahi,
Dhimai,
then
madam is taking
Chinmayi,
one time.
Dhimayi, then Chinmayi. Second stanza, second verse, Chinmayi will do. Okay, first one Dhimahi. Are you ready? You want to chant, ma?
What happened? Dhimai is there, no? Dhimai was there, right? What happened?
Yeah, she was there. She spoke also.
Sir, can I chant Shiva?
Okay.
Okay.
Shivang. Okay, start with the first shloka.
Okay, ma'am. Arjuna Uvacha Evam Satatayuktaye Bhaktvastam Parayupasate Ye Chapaksharam Avyaktam Te Samke Yoga Vittamaha.
Good.
Harivom. See, you did two mistakes. That Mahaprana you didn't say Bhaktasvam. Okay. The second line beginning. And then Yoga Vittamaha. Isn't it? You are following English or Sanskrit one version of the verse? You are following English, is it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. In that Yoga Vittamaha, there is a bar on A, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
That shows it is a long vowel. Vittamaha. Okay. Okay. And then in the second line, Bhaktasvam. Bha is Mahaprana. You know what is Mahaprana?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. That is Bhaktasvam Paryupasate. Okay, but you did right and you did a good job. Then the second verse, Anvita Bhatt will do. Anvita Bhatt.
No, I'm not Anvita. I'm Anvit.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, dear. Anvit
It's okay.
Bhatt.
It's okay, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Go ahead.
Which one?
Second verse.
Ma'am, you said you will make me
Sri
do.
Bhagavan Uvacha Maya Vesha Mano Eva Nitya Yukta Upasate Shraddhaya Parayopeta Te Me Yukta Tamamata.
Mataha is there, no? Two dots are there. Mataha. Okay.
Mataha.
Yeah, very good. And also Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. Cha. Only that, ma'am. You should not elongate. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, very nice. Anvit, I'm sorry. Now I know you are Anvit Bhatt. Okay.
Madam Chinmay wants to.
Yeah.
After
Chinmay.
Chinmay, can I do?
Yeah, Chinmayi will do the third stanza, third verse.
Ma'am, can you hear me?
Yes, Chinmay.
Yeah, Chinmayi will do the verse number 3.
Okay, ma'am. Ye evam tvar.
Okay.
Ma'am, I
Then
don't.
can I teach you the 6th one? Can I give you a chance to learn the 6th one?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Then
Give
let
it to somebody else who can chant.
Aditi
Yeah.
can do it. Aditi.
Yeah.
ma'am. This is Sarayu.
Yes. Sarayu will do.
ये त्वक्षरमनिर्देश्यम् अव्यक्तं पर्युपासते सर्वत्र गमचिन्त्यं च कूटस्थमचलं ध्रुवम्.
Yes, very good. Here also Kutastham Achalam. Tha is Mahaprana, no? Okay.
Okay.
Then Dhruvam is also Mahaprana.
Okay.
Kutaस्थamachalam dhruvam.
Kustamachalam dhruvam.
Very good. Very good.
Very good.
Now, Aditi can chant verse number 4.
Yes, ma'am. सन्नियम्येन्द्रियग्रामं सर्वत्र समबुद्धयः ते प्राप्नुवन्ति मामेव सर्वभूतहिते रताः.
Very good. There in the third line, mameva, that is a hrasva, short vowel. Okay. Te prapnovanti mameva sarvabhuta hite rataha. Okay, can you repeat that?
प्राप्नुवन्ति मामेव सर्वभूतहिते रताः.
Perfect. Okay.
Madam Dhanashri also wants to chant.
Ma'am,
She wants to learn or chant. Sachin sir will tell who is going to chant the next one. Okay.
I think Vishnu wanted to chant, right? Vishnu?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
क्लेशोद्धिक्तारस्तेषाम् अव्यक्तशक्तचेतसाम् अव्यक्तहि गतिर्दुःखम् देहवद्भिरवप्याते.
See, you are following English version, no? Transliterated one. Vishnu?
English one.
You are reading from English portion or the Hindi Sanskrit portion?
English.
English. Okay, very nice. See, whenever you see a bar on some vowels, that is a long vowel, you have to elongate while reading that part. Okay, like Kleshodhikatarastesham. See, tesham. You have got the bar. That is the elongated one. Okay. Can you repeat after what I say with the first line? Kleshodhikatarastesham.
Kleshodhikaratesham.
Katara. Okay. See, you see TA there, na? Kleshodhikatarastesham.
Kleshodhikatarestesham.
Katarastesham. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am.
Yes.
And if I see the Sanskrit lyrics after Klesho, there is one like S. What is that?
Klesho, isn't it? Yes. That you are asking about, yes, isn't it?
Yeah, after Klesho.
Okay. Now tell me, you had answered this question a few sessions back, 2 or 3 sessions back. What is that yes called? Anybody can answer? Aditi, Narayani, Vishwesh, what is that yes after that Klesho is there?
It's a
Yeah.
It's to connect, ma'am. It's to connect.
It is a dirgha.
No, it is called Avagraha Chinhe. That's a symbol of Avagraha, meaning there is Akara there. Akara is there. When you want to know the meaning of this verse, Anvayartha, word by word meaning, Kleshaha Adhikataraha Tesha. So to indicate Akara is there, then you are showing that Avagraha Chinha. Okay?
So if there is S in any word, then there should be Avagraha Chinna.
That is called Avagraha Chinne. It indicates there is Akara there. Hrasva Akara, short vowel Akara. Okay?
Thank you.
And many of you are familiar with Vishnu Sahasranama. There you see many yes like that. Okay?
Many yes.
Yes. Okay. Now Ishita Shetty, can you repeat shloka 5?
Ma'am, I know Vishnu Sahasranama full.
Ma'am, can I do 6th shloka?
Okay, you want to do the 6th one? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Let me teach for the sake of other children. Okay.
Okay.
Ye to sarvani karmani.
ये तो सर्वाणि कर्माणि
Mayi sanyasya matparaha.
मयि सन्न्यसमत्पराः
Ye to sarvani karmani.
ये तो सर्वाणि कर्माणि
You should not say mani, ni. It is ni.
ये
Okay,
तो
ni.
सर्वाणि कर्माणि
Very good. Mayi sanyasya matparaha.
मयि सन्न्यसमत्पराः
Ananyenaiva yogena.
अनन्येव योगेन
Ananyenaiva yogena.
अनन्येनैव योगेन
Mam dhyayanta upasate.
मां ध्यायन्त उपासते
You have heard of the word dhyana? Dhya it is. Mam dhyayanta upasate.
मां मां ध्यायन्त उपासते
Okay, good. That is dha is Mahaprana there. That is the aspirated one. Okay. Now the next shloka will go, or you want to learn the same thing? Sir, shall we go to the next one?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Ma'am, can I
Shloka
do
number
six
7. Who will do the who will do this?
Ma'am,
Shloka
can I
number
do
7.
swastik?
Ma'am, you said you will
Okay,
let me
swastik.
do, ma'am. Ma'am, you said you will
Oh,
let me do,
Chinmay.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Chinmay.
Okay, Chinmay will do. Teshamaham samudharta.
Teshamaham samudhartha.
There dha is Mahaprana, so samudharta. Teshamaham samudharta.
Teshamaham samudhartha.
Very good. Mrityu samsara sagarat.
Mrityu samsara sagarat.
Very good. Teshamaham samudharta. Mrityu samsara sagarat.
Teshamaham samudhartha. Mrityu samsara sagarat.
Okay. There, in samudharta it is. Okay. Don't elongate dha there. Okay. Then bhavami nachirat partha.
Ma'am, your voice is breaking.
Bhavami nachirat partha.
Bhavami. Bhavami chirapthartha.
Maya veshita chetasam.
Maya veshita chesatam.
Bhavami nachirat partha. Maya veshita chetasam.
Bhavami
Nachirat partha. Nachirat.
chirapthartha. Maya sevichatha sama.
Maya veshita chetasam.
Maya aveshita sadam.
Okay. In following this English version, wherever there is bar upon the vowels, they are all long vowels.
Okay.
Okay? Yeah.
Ma'am,
Please.
Like I also actually instead of not there will be line, it will be E.
Yes.
Ma'am, what about the slanting line on the S, ma'am? Ma'am, the last
That's
line.
very good observation. Who said that question? Who asked
Ma'am,
that
Chinmay.
question?
Ma'am, Chinmay.
Very good. Beautiful observation.
That
See,
line,
whatever you...
the line
Yeah.
means on top of S, that is a sh. They don't have
Very
S
good.
there, but it's sh.
Yes. Yes. You are right.
Okay.
Aspirated one. Yes. Sha. So, Chinmayi,
Madam.
you got the answer?
Yes, ma'am.
Sometimes it is below yes, they give a small dot.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
that means tesham. See, in the case of tesham, it is given like that. Whereas maya veshita, here tesham is shanmukha sha, shatkona. Hindi, you know, they give the word sha say shatkon. That shakara, if you say, then they give the dot below. Whereas Shankara Sha, Shiva Sha, that Sha you get, you are going to get the dot on top or a slanting line on top of yes. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Whereas in case of Chetasam, third line in the seventh stanza, seventh verse, Sam is just ordinary yes. That's all. No dot up or down.
Okay.
Okay? Upper or below the slant line or dot is not there. That means it is Sa.
Yes, ma'am.
Slant line, if it is on yes, that is Sha, like Tesha, no, the Maya Veshita, Shiva Shankara. That's how we write. Okay? That is called Taluvya and Murdhanya. So let me not. Okay.
Ma'am, what is the dot below M?
Dot below M is Anuswara. You know this Panchamakshara, Ma, Okay.
Anuswara.
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 Okay. That to indicate it is Anuswara, not Makara. See, man, you say Rama is not Anuswara. It is the letter Ma, M. Okay. When you get a dot below M, that is called Anuswara. Okay, even see, even in R below there is a dot. That is called Ru, Rushi, Krishna.
Like that, Rishi. Yeah, I know that.
Rushi,
Thank
Ru
you.
say Rushi. That Ru, to indicate Ru, it is given dot below R.
Thank you.
Yeah. That Partha, you know, that is called Refa. Rukara, Ru is different from that Ra or Partha. P-A-R-T-H-A. Okay. That is called Refa. Okay. Let me not go too much detail into grammar. But
Madam,
it's a good observation.
Yes, yes.
By Chinmayi, I think. Really very good. Okay. Shall we go to the next one and then stop, sir? So that
Yes.
other children will get their time.
Alopi and Raghav, madam, they...
Okay, no, today I thought I will finish up to 10. Then maybe 1 or 2 I can add. Like 8 and 9 is okay? Time is okay for you?
Yes, 5 more minutes we can take, madam.
Okay, then no problem.
Ma'am,
Sir, so far who has not got the chance, they can get chance now.
Raghav has never got a chance.
Okay, Raghav. Are you ready, Raghav?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Mayyeva mana adhatswa. That is adhat and then swa. Adhatswa. Mayyeva mana adhatswa.
Mayyeva mana adhatsva.
Mayi buddhim niveshaya.
मयि बुद्धिं निवेशय
Mayyeva mana adhatsva. Mayi buddhim niveshaya.
मय्येव मन आधत्स्वं मयि बुद्धिं निवेशय
It is adhatsva. Okay. Okay. Nivasishyasi mayyeva.
निवसिष्यसि मय्येव
Ata urdhvam na samshayaha.
अत ऊर्ध्वं न संशयः
Samshayaha. Okay, not sanchayaha. Ata urdhvam na samshayaha.
अत ऊर्ध्वं न संशयः
Okay. Okay. Can you chant the full shloka?
Yes, Mama, I will try.
Yeah, you try.
मय्येव मन आधत्स्व मयि बुद्धिं निवेशय निवसिष्यसि मय्येव अत ऊर्ध्वं न संशयः
Can you read the first word in the third line?
निवसिष्यसि
Niva, N-I-V-A. Okay? Yeah.
निवसिष्यसि
Very good. Okay? You got it. And the next one.
May I? I'm Vidhi.
Vidhi. Okay. Yes, Vidhi. Atha chittam samadhatum.
Atha chittam samadhatum.
Na shaknoshi mayi sthiram.
न शक्नोषि मयि स्थिरम्
Mayi shaknoshi mayi sthiram. Na shaknoshi.
न शक्नोषि मयि स्थिरम्
Mayi sthiram. Okay. Na shaknoshi mayi sthiram.
न शक्नोषि मयि स्थिरम्
Mayi sthiram. Very good. Abhyasa yogena tato.
अभ्यासयोगेन ततो
Abhyasa. Bhya is Mahaprana there. Bha. Okay. Abhyasa yogena tato.
अभ्यासयोगेन ततो
Mamichhaptum dhananjaya.
मामिच्छाप्तुं धनञ्जय
Dhananjaya is Mahaprana or what? You know Mahaprana and all? You got Kannada or Sanskrit or Hindi as language? One of the language you study in the school, in your school?
Ma'am, Hindi is my mother tongue.
Okay. Hindi is your mother tongue means you should be knowing Mahaprana, isn't it? Dhana. Dhananjaya. Okay, not Dhananjaya. Aditi, can you tell me the difference between Dhana and Dhana, Mahaprana and Alpaprana in Kannada?
Ma'am, I don't know.
Ma'am, can I tell, ma'am?
Okay. Okay, tell.
Ma'am, dhana and dhana.
Dhana means cow.
Okay.
Dhana means cow.
Yes.
Ma'am, the dhana means money, ma'am.
Money.
Yes. Money or wealth. Very good. So
And
here, do you know the meaning of the word Dhananjaya? Why Arjuna is called Dhananjaya?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Dhanam jayati iti dhananjaya. The conqueror of wealth of the opponent or the enemy. Okay. That is why he is called Dhananjaya. And he is actually, the word is Dhananjayaha. That is Dhananjaya. Here Dhananjaya without that Visarga it is addressed to Arjuna. Okay?
Okay, ma'am. Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Okay. Now, who can chant shloka number 9? Vidhi or with the previous member did really well. She tried well. I think, what is her name?
Vidhi only, no, madam?
Vidhi. Oh, okay. Okay.
Vidhi.
No, I should not pronounce wrong, They may. Okay. Now,
Vidhi.
sir, you give one person who can chant this one, 9th.
9th.
Can I chant swastik?
Swastik.
Okay.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. अथ चित्तं समाधातुं न शक्नोषि मयि स्थितम् अभ्यासयोगेन ततो मामिच्छाप्तुं धनञ्जय.
Yeah. Dhananjaya. Okay. So
Dhananjaya.
Yeah. And you should also pronounce Atha, Mahaprana. You have to give little more concentration on that. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. I think, sir, today it is okay? Or
okay,
one more
okay,
shloka?
madam. Yeah.
Yeah.
We will,
I think it.
because we'll take few verses also.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
we'll start.
Yes, yes. Yeah, I can understand.
And we'll
Thank you,
continue,
children.
madam.
Very well.
Thank you so much.
Ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank
Thanks
you,
for
ma'am.
joining the class. So, children, please correctly pronounce. Try to go through the video again when I put it in YouTube, so that you can understand how to correctly chant the Mahaprana, Alpaprana, then the Rasva, Dirga, all you will know once you repeatedly listen to it, okay? And you're doing very well. All of you are trying and doing very well with little practice. After the class also, if you practice for 5 minutes, it will come out good. So we are in 12th chapter, Bhakti Yoga. How many verses we have completed? Anyone remembers or forgotten?
So 12 verses we have completed.
I think we have completed 12. Correct. Full marks. Because you are 13th verse, right? Okay. So we have understood Bhakti is, the highest Bhakti is what we know, Nirguna Bhakti. But we go from Sakama Bhakti, Nishkama Bhakti, Ekarupa, Vishwarupa, Arupa Bhakti. We have completed till 12th, and in 12th verse, which Divyanshi did, we know that if you want to start with these 4 sadhanas. Abhyasa. Abhyasa means meditation alone. You don't know what is the puja. You do
Practicing, like revising what you already know.
Yes, but you don't know what exactly it means. You revise, but like repeatedly. But jnanam is next. That means you know what it is meaning, and then you revise. And dhyanam, you
meditate upon it. Meditate upon the jnana.
Yeah, and finally you karma phala tyagam. So these 4 steps to any one of this, in any ladder of bhakti, the 4 steps are required. We will take one nice story by Pragnya, and then we'll go to the verse number 13. Over to you, Pragnya. Pragnya was there, right?
Sir, I'm here.
Yeah.
Namaste everyone. Hope you're all having a great evening. Today Sachin sir has given me this very divine opportunity of presenting a story on Bhakti, and I'm truly grateful to him for that. Today's story is about Sri Samrat Ramdas and his immense Bhakti towards God. Hope you all enjoyed. So next slide. The early life of Ramdas. Samartha Ramdas, 1608 CE to 1681 CE, also known as Saint Ramdas or Ramdas Swami. He was an Indian Hindu saint, philosopher, poet, writer, and spiritual master. The devotee of Hindu deity, he was a great devotee of the Hindu deities Rama and Hanuman. Ramdas, or previously known as Narayan, was born at Jamb, a village in present-day Jalna district, Maharashtra, on the occasion of Ramanavami in 1608. He was born into a Marathi Desha Hasta Rigvedi Brahmin family to Suryaji Panta and Ranubai Thosar. He also had an elder brother named Gangadhar, who was called Shrestha with honor. Narayan was intelligent, determined, and brave, but also a little mischievous. Many instances portray his intelligence. One such incident occurred in his childhood. Narayan went and hid somewhere. Everybody searched for him for hours, and finally, his mother found him hiding in a cupboard, where she inquired, "Why did he hide there?" He replied, "Mother, I am worried about the world." She was perplexed and thought it was stupidity, so she decided to get him married so he wouldn't think of such things anymore. His father died when Narayan was around 7 years of age. Narayan turned into an introvert after the demise of his father and was often noticed to be engrossed in thoughts about the divine. After the incident of him hiding in the cupboard, his mother decided to get him married. But when the wedding day arrived, he fled his wedding ceremony upon hearing such a previous slide. Okay. Hearing a Pandit chant the word Savdhan during the customary Hindu wedding ritual. He was 12 during this time and walked to Panchavati, a Hindu pilgrimage town near Nasik. He later moved to Takali near Nashik. There he spent the next 12 years as an ascetic in complete devotion to Rama. In those 12 years, he used to get up every single day at Brahma Muhurta and did the Surya Namaskaram 1,200 times. Later, from sunrise to afternoon, he used to stand in the river and chant the Gayatri Mantra for 2 hours and Sri Rama Jai Jai Ram for 4 hours. He adhered to a rigorous daily routine and devoted most of his time to meditation, worship, and exercise. He attained enlightenment at the age of 24. He adopted the name Ramdas around this period. Later, an idol of Sri Hanuman was established in Takali by him. He traveled for 12 years making observations on the contemporary social life around him. He had these observations recorded in 2 of his literary works, Asmani Sultaniya and Parachakra Kraniru Pan. They provide a rare insight into social prevalent conditions. Around this time, he met the 6th Sikh Guru, Guru Harigobind at Srinagar. At Mysore, he arranged for Ramanavami celebrations that were reportedly attended by thousands. He is also claimed to have discovered a few idols of Rama in the Krishna River around this time. Ramdas initiated the Samat sect and established somewhere between 700 and 1,100 mathas or monasteries during his travels. He initially had 11 Hanuman temples constructed in various regions of southern Maharashtra. These are now together referred to as the 11 Marutis. Temples established by him have been found across India in regions including Jaipur, Varanasi, also Kashi, Tanjavur, and Ujjain. He also had a temple dedicated to the Hindu female goddess Durga, constructed at Pratapaghat fort near Satara. Next slide, sir. Ramdas was an exponent of Bhakti Yoga or the path of devotion. According to him, total devotion to Rama brings about the spiritual evolution. He emphasized the importance of physical strength and knowledge towards individual development. He advocated for the abolition of social classes. He encouraged the participation of women in religious work and afforded them positions of high authority. He had 18 female disciples, among whom Vennabai headed the Matha at Meeraj near Sangli, while Akkabai managed the Matha at Chappal and Sajjangad near Satara. Shivaji was a close follower. Chhatrapati Shivaji was a close follower of Ramdas, a Brahmin teacher who guided him on an orthodox Hindu path. Recent research has shown that Shivaji did not meet or know Ramdas until late in his life. Rather, Shivaji followed his own judgment throughout his remarkable career. The day he passed away was the day known as the Magha Krishna Navami, which is known as the Ramdas Navami. He sacrificed food and water for 5 days before taking the Samadhi. This method is known as Paryopaveshan or atonement. After his death, his Samadhi was established by Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj. Conclusion of this wonderful story is that Saint Samarth Ramdas Ji propagated Bhakti Yoga, but his mission didn't stop just there. He expressed his admiration for warriors and highlighted their role in safeguarding the society. He was of the opinion that saints must not withdraw from society, but instead actively engage in social and moral transformations. He aimed to resuscitate the Hindu culture after its disintegration over several centuries owing to consistent foreign occupation. He also called for unity among the Marathas to preserve and promote the local culture. It's the end of this story, which was very, it could show the amount of bhakti that Ramdas ji had towards God. And he worked so hard for the betterment of our society in every aspect possible. Hope you all liked the presentation. Hari Om and Dhanyavadam.
Excellent, very well presented story. And you have brought in the correct thing that you need not be a sannyasi who is away from the society. You can be in society like you are in your home. You can be helping others, and that is also a part of sannyasa. But the first and the most important thing which I liked about Ramdas ji, at till so many years before he attained that sannyasi vesha or sannyasi title, he was every day getting up very early. He was doing his puja for 4 hours per day for so many years. Can you imagine? Getting up one day is difficult at 4 Brahma Murta. What is the Brahma Murta? Do you know what time it is? Anyone?
Sir, 3 o'clock, sir.
Sir, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock or such.
Okay, so everyone knows 3 o'clock. So,
my Ajji wakes up at 3 o'clock every day, sir. Every single day.
My mother wakes up at 4 and I wake up at 5.
very nice. So if you have to
Grandfather wakes up at 4 and when my school goes on, I wake up at 5:30.
Very good. So if you have to wake up 5 o'clock, what time you have to go to sleep?
Sir, 9 o'clock, sir.
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock will be too early, no?
Sir, 10 now.
Yeah,
Sir,
10 o'clock. If you go to sleep, so you can get up early at 5 o'clock. So at least if not Brahma Murta, get up at 5 o'clock. You will get 2 hours before you go for your school. 2 or 3 hours. And that can be utilized for Brahma Vidya, Deva Yajna, Brahma Yajna, all that can be done in the morning. That's what.
Sir, if we learn shlokas early in the morning, then we can memorize more nicely and we can learn.
Okay, so that brings to Vidhi's shloka. We have only 1 minute, Vidhi. You can try and explain.
Yes,
and then in the next class, Aloki will explain the same shloka. Go ahead, Vidhi.
Yes. Adveshta sarvabhutanam.
Adveshta sarvabhutanam.
Maitra karuna evacha.
Maitra karuna evacha.
Nirmamo nirahankaraha.
Nirahankaraha.
Samadukha sukha kshami.
Samadukha sukha kshami.
The next slide. Adveshta, my devotee, is a non-hater. Sarva bhutanam, of all beings. Maitra is friendly. Karuna evacha, compassionate. Nirmama, free from mind notation. Nirahankara, free from I notation. Sama dukkha sukha, same in comfort as well as discomfort, takakshami, and forbearing. So this verse 13.13 is talking about the behavior of Krishna's bhaktas, and they are a non-hater of all beings, all things, all beings. They don't dislike anything. They are neutral to everything and every being. They are friendly. They are compassionate. They are free from mind notation, free from I notation. That means basically they are free from the possessive part in themselves. This is mine. Don't touch it. They are free from this possession. And they're same in comfort as well as discomfort. They are neutral. Uh, they are neutral in comfort as well as discomfort. And of course, they are forbearance. They have forbearance. That means they have tolerance and they can tolerate anything. They have patience. So again, my devotee is a non-hater of all beings, is friendly, compassionate, free from mind notation, free from I notation, same in comfort as well as discomfort, and they are forbearance. They have forbearance. Thank you and have a nice day.
Good, very good explanation. So we have to take from this that if you want to be the Param Bhakta of Lord Vishnu, you have to have few of these qualities. At least I will talk about this in the next class because it is 9:15. But there are 5 qualities and I will explain in the next class when Aloki also explain the same verse. So we move to our last, please chant with me and we'll end the class.
Sir, can I do?
Purnamada
Om Purnamada
Purnamada
Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevasishyate Om Shanti Shanti Shanti